expecting a good vibration.
Cinema has been long fascinated with unicorns, from Ridley Scott's vision in Legend to The Last Unicorn, which became a defining animated classic that left a lasting impression or traumatized those who grew up with it. These mythical creatures have often been symbols of purity and wonder, so when Death of the Unicorn was announced, promising a darker, vengeful twist on the unicorn mythos, I was all in. The film, directed by longtime independent producer Alex Schwartzman, brings together an incredible cast featuring Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Richard E. Grant, Téa Leoni, and with such a lineup, expectations were naturally high. The concept, a satire blending horror, corporate greed, and ecological revenge, had the potential of being sharp and darkly comedic thriller. The story follows a father and a daughter with a rocky relationship that only gets more complicated when money and morality start clashing. It's the kind of setup that feels familiar, and while there's definitely potential, some parts feel a little too predictable. And at 1 hour and 48 minutes, it could have used some trimming. The pacing of the film moves through moments of world building and character development, but many scenes linger without adding any significant depth. The film introduces its central concept early on, yet the engagement level fluctuates as conversations and conflicts repeat themselves. The unicorns themselves become a looming presence, but their role in the film feels more like a spectacle than a deeply integrated narrative force. But by the time they take center stage, the emotional weight behind their vengeance struggles to feel earned. We are left just waiting for the Expendables to meet their demise so we can go home. However, there is a saving grace, one that keeps the film alive, and that's Will Poulter. He becomes the key figure in shaping the film's identity. His performance stands apart, bringing energy that creates contrast against the otherwise restrained storytelling. His ability to embrace the absurdity of the situation allows for moments that feel genuinely entertaining. But the rest of the cast, that includes actors known for their ability to command attention, but their roles feel confined by the script's limitation. Paul Rudd, who has built a reputation for blending humor with sincerity, takes on a more subdued role that does not fully utilize his strengths. And Jenna Ortega, recognized for portraying strong, dynamic characters, plays a role that does not allow much agency. But Richard E. Grant possesses the ability to embody eccentric characters, yet his portrayal remains within expected boundaries. The performances contain professionalism, but the screenplay doesn't allow them to transcend into something more memorable. Death of Unicorn tries to be a satire about corporate greed, environmental destruction, and human arrogance, but it doesn't really bring anything new to the conversation. The humor lands in some spots, but it doesn't feel consistent. The horror has its moments, but it doesn't leave that lingering sense of dread. It kind of bounces between genres without fully committing to one, which makes it feel a little uncertain about what it really wants to be. The presence of unicorns as vengeful forces of nature brings a novelty to something we've seen a million times before. The cast provides talent, yet the script does not allow them to shape something beyond expectation. The horror elements exist, yet they do not leave a lingering sense of fear. The satire contains recognizable critiques, yet it does not provide fresh insight. The experience leaves room for appreciation, but also leaves room for what could have been. Personal reactions may vary. Some may find enjoyment in the spectacle, while others may feel underwhelmed by the familiarity. The presence of the unicorns alone may create appeal, but the storytelling surrounding them determines whether the film resonates beyond its premise. Thoughts and interpretations shape the experience, and different perspectives bring different takeaways. And if you're just here for the unicorn's chaos, though, there's definitely some fun to be had. When things do start to get messy, there's a certain appeal to it, especially if you like creature-driven horror. Whether or not it's actually satisfying depends on what you're expecting. And some people are probably going to love the sheer weirdness of it, while others might feel like it doesn't quite deliver on the build-up. And the idea of making unicorns terrifying is definitely a unique take, but it doesn't push the concept enough to feel completely fresh or groundbreaking. But at the end of the day, Death of the Unicorn is one of those movies that really depends on what you're looking for. If you just want something visually interesting with a few fun performances, it has that. And if you're hoping for something that hits a little deeper or feels more original, it might leave you feeling a little empty. It has that late night streaming vibe and entertaining enough, but not always living up to its potential, and the cast is great, but the script holds them back, and the satire has a point, but it doesn't hit as hard as it could, and the presence of unicorns alone may create appeal, but the storytelling surrounding them determines whether the film resonates beyond its premise. Just a well-worn story with a rubber-stamped gimmick. What did you think? Did the film provide the experience you hoped for, or did it leave you wanting something more? And did you enjoy the unicorn carnage? Let me know. And thanks for going on that film journey with me. And as always, be real.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a f***ing unicorn.